This is your boy Abram with Common Knowledge. Let's go! Motherfucker. Yeah, this is your boy Abram with Common Knowledge. And today is motherfucking... What's today? Today is Tuesday. I hope y'all having a beautiful day today. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day in Sacramento, California. A beautiful, hot fucking day. There's a lot of shit to talk about. I hope y'all have y'all blunts, joints, bongs, whatever that you could smoke weed with ready. And y'all could just smoke with me. Smoke with me so we could, you know what I mean, talk about these topics that are going on. It's a lot of crazy shit that's going on. I'm dedicating this podcast to Nia Wilson. You feel me? Rest in power, beautiful queen. You know what I mean? She was shot. She was stabbed dead by a man named John Lee Colwell. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he was a fucking white man. I got my nigga Spiv in the back with me. He chilling right now.
What it do, what it don't, what it is, what it ain't.
And I kind of feel like this, I mean, it's really sad what happened to this beautiful black queen. This shouldn't happen to her at all, her or her sister. You know, and that man, John Lee Colwell, deserves to die. He deserves to fucking really get mutilated and really get hurt because for the simple fact for him committing that crime and then for him to get motherfucking spotted, for him to get spotted out and arrested shows that black women are the most unprotected persons in America. And we must protect our black women to our motherfucking soul, nigga, because you see these white men could come out of prison and have this hatred mentality for us black people because it's an institutionalized racism that is embedded in them, and they come out and spewing that same hate that they've been having inside of prison to take it out on the next person. And seeing them two beautiful black queens and to fucking murder them like that is totally inhumane. And he deserves to get the gas chamber. He deserves to get his nuts chopped off. You feel me? Get the goddamn electric chair if it was up to me. For this motherfucker to do some shit like that, you have to understand this is white supremacy at its best. These motherfuckers is used to getting away for some shit like this because they've been doing this since motherfucking the Civil motherfucking War. They've been doing this shit before then. What's when they brought the first Africans upon those motherfucking slave ships and brought them to this motherfucking land? We have been raped, abused, mutilated, murdered, and disrespected on all types of motherfucking levels. You know what I mean? And it's just really sad, man. Spiv, how you feel about this shit, man?
I feel like there's a reason, and there is an overall kind of feeling in the air as to why this happened.
Right.
And I feel like it's sad to say, but the fact that that's appreciated and the fact that that's celebrated is exactly the type of mindset and issue that causes somebody to go out there and to actually do and commit these types of things.
Right.
And for something to start off so small and so quiet and grow to something so large and so loud, and to have the type of effect that it's having on the mindset of everyday people is truly frightening and terrifying. But then again, there's the pessimism and the kind of innate anger and frustration of no one's gonna care.
Right.
No one's gonna fight against it. No one's gonna stop it. And it's too much. It's too much, and we don't have. I wish that we had more. I wish that we could. There's got to but it's a long fight. Stay in the fight. I stay in it.
Right.
Mentally, physically, whatever, but it's hard.
Man, that's fucking, honestly, that's real. And this is how, the majority of us black people, for lack of a better word, in America is feeling right now, folks. This is real shit right now. But you feel me? We got to band up to pretty much start something, a movement, bigger than a movement, a way of life to tear down this tyranny and bullshit that is really pillaging our communities, and really that is causing a rancid stain that can't be washed off. This shit has been happening for so long. And just to really talk about tragedies, let's talk about the duck boat. The duck boat tragedy that has taken 17 people's lives. And this poor lady has lost 9 family members. You feel me? 9 family members' lives that also has been taken. So it's one lady it was 17 people's lives that pretty much died on this duck boat. But this lady had 9 family members that was a part of the pretty much a part of the motherfucking, the trip that they was going on. So it was 9 family members who were a part of this one lady who pretty much it's her and I think her niece, something like that has survived these tragedies. So pretty much all her family is gone, man. And they pretty much are they're diving to go look for the remains of, you feel me, of the people. Like, it was one of her, I think it was like her 1-year-old niece, my nigga. She seen get swept away in the wave. You feel me? Her 1-year-old niece. In the fucking duck boat, the inspectors were saying that their pumps and everything were going out of fucking, pretty much they were breaking down, my nigga. And for them to take that trip out there and get caught in that hurricane, their boat was not equipped enough to handle that. So you have to understand how also white supremacy comes into white ignorance sometimes. And I'm not even saying that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the owners of the duck boat could be black. But if that's the case, that's some ignorant shit as well. But what I'm saying is,
I don't know the race of the owners of the duck boat, but I do know one thing about this story that I think you can take into your opinion here. It was reported through the news that the company of the duck boat and the employee specifically that sent that family out there that day told them no when they requested life jackets.
wow.
They got a lawsuit on their hands.
They got a lawsuit in their hands. And that is really, damn, I didn't even know that. See, that's why I like my, you feel me, my boy, he be having some straight knowledge for your ass. And that's the thing. So, why the fuck would you even get on the boat then?
Because it was part of their family, it was part of their family function, part of their events that they had planned.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
The storm came out of nowhere, the water got rough, it flipped. It was people back on the shore that potentially had to watch them people and their family members.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that shit? You know, talking about duck boat and waves, waves of garbage and debris hits the Dominican Republican shores. I'm talking about, when I seen this goddamn picture, I'm talking about piles, bruh, hitting the shores of the Dominican Republic. Waves of garbage. I'm talking. This shit is crazy. But I'm thinking to myself, why can't they just burn the garbage to reduce the mess, or take advantage of the trash, using it as a natural renewable energy resource? Listen, Dominican Republic could be one of the biggest countries to use recyclable goods for their actual, you know what I mean, for something good. Like they could actually melt and or do so much more with the trash that are coming on their shores. You feel me? They could do so much more with it, as in recycling it, or as in making it into other products that they could resell to the market and resell to the motherfuckers that is causing the trash. This could be sometimes a money pit. You know what I mean? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? To all my niggas out there doing their thing. Also, I kind of want to talk about 2 sleeping homeless men set on fire in a Berlin railway station. The 2 men are ages 47 and 62. They were sleeping, bruh, and someone poured some fucking liquid over them and fucking stealing their possessions and setting them on fire. What sick fucking person would do this to a fucking innocent human being? Like, you know, I mean, you have to be literally sick in your fucking mind to do some shit like this. We're living in a society to where every day we are trying to fucking avoid crazy. Because you got motherfuckers.
Hold on.
You feel me? I'm telling you, bro. Every day, my G. You feel me? Hey, it's crazy, my nigga. It's crazy. Because you have motherfuckers that don't honestly value life. And when you run into people like that, you have to be careful, because a motherfucker who don't value life will take your life. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that you have to move very, very cautionly, like T'Challa. You feel me? Also, I want to ask y'all a question out there. What city do you think has the worst bed bugs? And I know you can't answer, so Spiv, I'm going to ask you. What city do you think has the worst bed bugs?
In the world or in America?
In America.
Okay, bed bugs. Well, what state got the biggest population?
Shit, I think like Texas probably.
Texas probably got the biggest.
I don't know. Texas is a big ass state.
Yeah, it's big, but Alaska is the biggest, but don't nobody live up there. But okay, I would say, and just a random guess, biggest bed bug state, I would say Kentucky randomly, but I would say whatever state has the biggest population probably has the biggest bed bug infestation. But randomly, I'll say Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yep.
Okay. So recent study has shown Washington D.C. has some of the worst bed bugs.
Wow, what they trying to say? That's Chocolate City, baby.
I don't know. Washington? No, not Washington, nigga. I don't know.
No, Washington D.C. Yeah.
Washington D.C.
Yeah, they call that Chocolate City.
Oh well, shit.
Yeah, only thing white in D.C. is the house, baby.
Well, bed bugs often come into contact with people by the way of luggage, bugs, and clothes, and also bedding furniture, or anywhere they can hitch a ride. So before you stay in a hotel, you feel me, always inspect a hotel room, the blankets and shit like that, the pillows, to make sure that there isn't bed bugs there. Because when people travel from cross states and things of that nature, bed bugs can travel. So make sure you have that aware when you're staying in these hotels, that this could be probably an issue. So make sure that you have, you might have your own extra sheets, your own extra pillowcasing that you could lay down on, you know what I mean, the fucking hotel shit, the hotel motherfucking bed and shit. So you don't want to have, like I said, you want to be sure not to have bed bugs. Because bed bugs is fucked. That nigga, I don't want to have no shit on them. Biting my ass up, nigga. You feel me? Bite me in my ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take a vacation. I got bites on my ass and shit like that. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Also, I wanna really ask you, what does middle American mean? You know what I mean? In the day and age we live in, what is your range of income? Where do you stand on the economic chain? You know what I mean? And I wanted to give you that thought to understand how fucked up things are. And when a sense of there ain't no such thing as you being a middle American. You understand? Right now, for you to even range on that, you have to make 40,000 and above. I think 30,000 at the least. So we have to understand where our place sets in this place we call America. They financially burdening us with bills. They financially burdening our minds with things to take us off of our creative focus. So in a sense of, what do? We have to understand that I think we have to make our own businesses. And just like Amazon is a place to where you can start your own business and sell your own things. And listen, I'm not doing that, folks. But I'm just saying that is in a way of we need to get on that food chain. We need to become that and make our own unity as black people, for lack of a better word. Just like the Jewish community, just like the Korean community, just like the Chinese community, we can have our own community, people. To teach our children about business and entrepreneurship. To really teach our children about education and learning how to save and to build something. Right now, listen, we are trying to make a way. You feel me? But I'm just trying to understand in American terms of how the motherfuckers who control politics and motherfuckers who control laws puts brackets on calling middle American. When I read that shit, what's a middle American? What's a rich American? What's low income? All that bullshit, motherfucker. Y'all made that label, and y'all make sure we only make minimum wage motherfucking jobs anyway. So what's your middle American, nigga? When we trying to survive out here working a 9 to 5, and you sit back and you collect your motherfucking millions. You separating children. Donald Trump is separating children. You understand? Separated moms beg for their kids in court. Newly obtained audio reveals the anguish of parents separated from the children. And honestly, you could listen to the recordings at CNN.com, where they are actually showing you and playing you the recordings of the children's crying for their mothers. I need y'all to hear what I'm saying. If you are a parent and you have children, you will understand the pain and the hurt you will see in your kids' eyes from getting, you know what I mean? For you and you can't do anything, and they're separating you. This is America. This is, and sometimes I think to myself, is the government doing right by the people? Because the people controls the government. And we should speak up to really say that they don't give a shit about us. And they really fucking don't, because if they did, their mindset will be changed. But the more fucked up part is, and I'm getting on some fat boy shit, is that I really like pizza. And one of the pizzas I really did enjoy was Papa fucking John's.
You like that sweet ass pizza?
I did really like that sweet ass pizza. Like, I mean, that was just, I mean, it was cool. You know what I mean? Was it bad? It wasn't like, hey, I want Papa John's, but it was okay. But the recent Schneider, whatever, Schnatter, the motherfucker was evicted out his own office for his own racist comment that he used. He used the fucking N-word, and for him using that, he was a sick son of a bitch, and fuck you. You understand? And I will never eat Papa John's again. Fuck Papa John's. You understand? I'd rather go support Mountain Mike. Why did every fucking piece of joint got a man? Oh, let's go see Papa John. No, I'd rather go eat Mountain Mike's. Like, nigga, Papa John's.
Hey, Mountain Mike's over Papa John's every day. Hell
yeah.
Mountain Mike's bust off them little
burnt ass
pepperonis that curl up like a little bowl of awesome grease.
But we should sit at the round table.
Hey, no. Round table top of the mountain.
Round table top of the mountain.
Yeah, the round table always top of the. Yo, even round table's red pepper flakes taste better than anybody else's. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, because niggas just put crack in there.
Nah, you know why? Because it's the last honest pizza.
And I believe
Free plug.
That shit. Free plug. Hey, but how about Mod Pizza?
Mod? I haven't had Mod. I've seen it, but I haven't had it yet. For
Modified
real?
yourself, nigga.
Like that?
For $10.
Like that?
Nigga, 11-inch. Anything, any topping. Bacon, chicken, mozzarella, blue cheese. I'm talking about any corn, anything you can imagine. They have it there. Well, now I'm putting it on kind of thick. But my piece is fire, bro. I'm not fucking around. It's really delicious. So fuck Papa John's. I would never eat there again. I just want to really talk about Demi Lovato. Her drug overdose. She was just rushed to the hospital for heroin overdose. Poor, you know what I mean? I really like her. You know, she has some cool music. You know what I mean? I just don't understand is that why isn't it her team? Is her team allowing her to buy that much drugs? You know what I mean? Like if we all know she suffers from a drug addiction, why would you allow her to buy that much drugs to have a fucking overdose? You know what I mean? And I just kind of feel that if you are part of someone's team, that you should definitely really look out for you know what I mean, for your people. Like, this is honestly disgusting. You know what I mean? In the sense of you should want better for her, but the sense of, you know, baby girl, I know she's gonna get help, because addiction defined is as a chronic relapsing brain disease that is characterized by the compulsive drug seeking and use despite a harmful consequence. So in the sense of, this is a disease. You know what I mean? Sometimes addiction isn't a disease. So in the sense of, if you break it down with that, mental is all is mental. So if mental is a universe, you got to just break it down with the addiction from the mental. And you could do it. You know what I mean? And from just the hardships and the pain you sing in your music, you got to pick yourself up, baby girl, because it's only so far you could fall. It's only so far you could fall. And these people want to see you lose. That's why they cover the story so fast. In a sense of, you don't deserve that. You know what I mean? You deserve more. You deserve to win, but you gotta want to win. You know what I mean? So addiction is a disease. So don't feel like, you know, you're just weak. It is something that you need to kind of fight through your mind and fight with your spirit and fight with your soul and start to keep and really push. You know what I'm saying? So I just really want to cover that topic because I thought that was a very interesting topic and I had to look that up real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote an article. I kind of want to read this to y'all because I do my blog on WordPress. And
hey, shout out to WordPress.
Hey, shout out to WordPress, bro. And oh shit, wait, hold on. Oh, you wanna light that up, bro? It's a little something.
Absolutely. Wayne Lighter flick?
A little lighter flick, you feel me? You feel me? So
slave to a wage and a schedule. They just make it seem like your dream is just way too ahead of you.
You feel me?
That's what they do.
That's
Slave
what
you
they
out
do.
To this
White
clock,
man, to this
9 to 5, and set you at that wage.
They set you at that goddamn wage. Real talk, bro. That's exactly what they do. And the blog post that I have, right? So my page is called Tell Your Truth 777. No, Find Your Truth 777.wordpress.com. And one of my blog posts is called Being in Your Mental Hell. And when I was just writing it, it was just that I was just, you know what I mean, just kind of thinking like, you know, some people are trapped in their hell mentally from their very own entities they create. Some people are literally trapped in a dark place, suffocating in agony from hate they have for themselves, slowly trying to put that same hate they have for themselves on others they encounter, mentally enslaved to their own demons. From self-doubt, self-hate. A lot of you niggas suffer from that. Huge amounts of that. Also guilt, depression, even anxiety. All these entities create the realms of your own hell. Which level of your own hell are you in? And when I wrote that when I was at work, and I was just looking how people are so negative and so hateful and so spiteful, to where they want to cause that same hate and same pain on other people. And I just kind of thought to myself that you have to understand that sometimes your mentality of your own perception can be your own hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, what hell are you in? And these are just some of the blog posts that I have, you know. So if you guys have time, just check that out. You feel me? And also, you know what I mean? Just think about that. Think about what hell are you in? You know what I mean? Are you even trapped in your own mental hell? Are you trapped in your depression? Are you trapped in your anxiety? Are you trapped in your, you know what I mean? You know, just like Demi Lovato, she's trapped in her mental addiction. I mean, not her mental addiction, her fucking heroin, her drug addiction. That's her own lower self, her own mental hell that she's trying to fight with every fucking day. And she's trying to get stronger. And I just thought to myself is that you have to learn how to keep fighting. You have to learn how to not give up. You have to learn how to believe in yourself. When other people don't believe in you, you have to believe in you. Because in a sense of, if you didn't have anybody, if you didn't have anyone to call, you have to usher on and usher in your own energy to surpass you through this life. Because I'm going to tell you something, life is hard. And I understand that, and we all make mistakes. Because point one human out and tell me what human is not fucking fallible. We are all imperfect creatures trying to create that perfect creation. And the only way how we are to become perfect creatures is when we die. Because motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you something. Every single life you live every day, you will never be perfect. And I don't give a fuck how much bullshit you put on it or how much frosting you put on that goddamn cake, my nigga. You will never be perfect. It doesn't matter. And for you to try to even chase perfection sometimes is the Titanic irony reference. You know what I mean? And in the sense of, have y'all ever heard of the story of Icarus? And I think I do have time to lay that down. I think I do. But the story of Icarus is that his father made him a pair of wings. And on those wings, they were made with wax. And his dad said, son, don't fly too close to the sun, because if you fly too close to the sun, your wings will melt and you will die. You will fall, pretty much. And he said, don't flow too close to the ocean, because if you flow too close to the ocean, your wings will get wet and you'll drown. But what did Icarus do? The nigga flew too fucking high. He was flying and the motherfucking wings got melted. And he fell to his fucking death. And guess what? You could look it up. There's Icarus, Greece. Right now, that's where he fucking fell and died. Just stay in your own lane and do you, homie. Because perfection is something that you can never chase. Perfection is something that... Oh shit, what was that? Oh, anyway, look. And while... And honestly, as I bring it to an end, I want to just say a quote from James Baldwin. For the while of how we suffer, and how we are delighted, and how we may triumph is never new. It is always must be heard. There isn't any other tale to tell. It's the only light we've got in all this darkness. And that's a quote from James Baldwin. And this is your boy Abram, and I'm signing off. Peace. You want to say peace to the people?
Common knowledge. Peace.